What if everything you thought about clogged arteries was missing the bigger picture? Your arteries aren't just getting blocked by fat. Tiny injuries, inflammation, and even certain bacteria quietly shape plaque over time, often without any warning. New research is revealing just how complex this process really is, and why looking at cholesterol numbers alone doesn't tell the whole story. If this resonates, you're not alone. Share in the comments if you've ever been surprised by a checkup or test result. Stay with me. What comes next could completely change how you think about protecting your heart and circulation. It might surprise you to realize that your arteries aren't just clogged by fat like a kitchen pipe. What's happening inside your blood vessels is far more complex and often invisible. Tiny injuries to the lining, low-level inflammation, and even certain bacteria can slowly shape plaque over years, long before any symptoms appear. Many people assume that normal cholesterol numbers mean everything is fine, but cardiovascular health is influenced by a mix of inflammation, metabolism, and subtle changes in arterial flexibility. Things that lab tests don't always capture. Understanding this bigger picture can feel overwhelming, especially when so much advice online simplifies heart health into good and bad cholesterol. Plaque formation is more like a slow construction project, beginning with microscopic repairs that your body makes, which over time can become dense and fibrous. Cholesterol may be part of the mix, but it's not the main culprit. Your body balances repair, inflammation, and circulation constantly, and small disruptions in that balance can influence long-term arterial health in ways you may not notice. Recent studies are revealing even more layers to this process. Scientists are exploring how the immune system reacts to arterial injury, how chronic inflammation amplifies plaque formation, and how bacteria in your mouth and gut may play surprising roles in cardiovascular risk. While some of this research looks at experimental therapies, the takeaway for most of us is awareness. Understanding what contributes to risk and what factors support long-term arterial resilience. It's also important to see the full picture beyond numbers on a lab report. Cardiologists now stress the importance of arterial stiffness, metabolic health, and silent plaque progression when assessing risk. Early detection matters, and considering these factors can guide lifestyle choices decades before major problems appear. Heart health isn't about one isolated number. It's shaped by a lifetime of diet, movement, stress, sleep, and inflammation. Practical habits can make a difference. Diets rich in fiber, vegetables, whole grains, legumes, and Mediterranean-style meals, olive oil, nuts, fish, and plant-based foods consistently show benefits for vascular health. Limiting processed foods and refined sugar supports stable blood sugar and metabolic balance, indirectly helping circulation. These aren't quick fixes, but daily, consistent choices that support long-term health. Physical activity is equally important. Movement promotes blood flow, encourages elasticity in arteries, and influences nitric oxide, which helps blood vessels relax. Interestingly, some nitric oxide production depends on bacteria in your mouth that convert dietary nitrates into beneficial compounds. Overly aggressive oral hygiene, like strong antiseptic mouthwash, can disrupt these helpful bacteria, subtly affecting circulation. This is a great example of how small daily habits can influence your long-term vascular health. It's also crucial to separate fact from fiction. Heart health myths abound online, from claims that supplements can cleanse arteries overnight to miracle foods that instantly reverse plaque. These ideas are oversimplified and not evidence-based. Understanding what science truly supports helps you make informed, calm, and safe choices. Evidence-based habits like balanced nutrition, regular activity, stress management, and routine health awareness are far more effective in supporting long-term resilience. Awareness of screening options is another key component. Public health guidelines highlight tools like risk assessments, blood pressure checks, and sometimes imaging, such as calcium scoring. These are for general information and awareness, not for self-diagnosis, and help people understand patterns in their health that may warrant professional guidance. Being informed about these options allows you to engage proactively with healthcare providers and discuss risk factors, family history, and lifestyle in a meaningful way. Stress and mental well-being are deeply intertwined with heart health. Chronic stress can contribute to inflammation, affect blood pressure, and influence behaviors like sleep, diet, and activity. Practices such as mindfulness, deep breathing, short walks, or meditation can help manage stress, supporting circulation and overall health. Small, consistent efforts over time have cumulative effects, reinforcing resilience and wellness. Sleep is another foundational pillar. Quality rest supports metabolism, hormone regulation, and cellular repair, all of which contribute to vascular integrity. Irregular or insufficient sleep can subtly alter inflammatory responses and stress hormones, highlighting the importance of consistent sleep for long-term arterial and overall health. Hormonal changes, particularly as we age, also affect cardiovascular wellness. Shifts in hormones like estrogen, testosterone, and insulin can influence metabolism, arterial flexibility, and fat distribution. Awareness of these changes helps you interpret health metrics more accurately and underscores the importance of lifestyle strategies that promote stability. Movement, nutrition, stress management, and sleep all play a role. None of these factors work alone. Long-term health is shaped by the combination of nutrition, activity, sleep, stress management, metabolic health, and awareness of personal risk factors. Daily choices, what you eat, how you move, how you rest, and how you manage stress compound over time, influencing energy, circulation, mental clarity, and resilience. Small adjustments, practiced consistently, have meaningful effects that go beyond what lab results can show. Even as research evolves, the principles for maintaining heart and vascular health remain consistent. Balanced nutrition, regular physical activity, adequate sleep, stress management, and informed engagement with healthcare provide a foundation for long-term wellness. Paying attention to these areas benefits not only arteries, but the brain, liver, kidneys, and entire circulatory system, supporting energy, cognitive function, and quality of life. It's also reassuring to know you're not alone. Many people feel uncertain about the signals their body sends or are confused by conflicting online advice. Focusing on reliable sources, integrating evidence-based habits, and maintaining awareness of health metrics allows you to act thoughtfully and sustainably. Reflecting on habits that have shaped your health and considering small, practical improvements empowers you to take control without unnecessary anxiety. If you notice patterns in your energy, diet, or physical performance, sharing your experiences in the comments can help you connect with others facing similar challenges. Community insight reinforces that gradual, consistent change is both achievable and meaningful. Learning from others, while staying informed about credible research, supports motivation and ongoing engagement with health-promoting behaviors. Looking forward, the most exciting discoveries lie at the intersection of lifestyle and science. Understanding how diet, circulation, mental well-being, and subtle biological processes interact gives a holistic view of cardiovascular and overall health. Applying practical habits while staying curious about emerging research creates a balance between insight and action, science, and everyday life. Reflect on your daily routines, meals, movement, sleep, stress management. Each choice contributes to long-term resilience. Even modest adjustments, when practiced consistently, can influence energy, circulation, and well-being. Building these habits isn't about quick fixes. It's about cultivating sustainable practices that support your body over months and years. Your health is a lifelong conversation with your body, informed by science, shaped by daily choices, and guided by experience. Each positive habit compounds, strengthening circulation, supporting metabolism, and fostering overall resilience. Staying aware, staying consistent, and staying curious helps you make decisions that empower your long-term well-being. So take a moment to notice your routines, what works well, and what could be improved. Share what resonates with you in the comments, and reflect on how small changes might enhance your daily habits. Over time, these consistent, mindful choices can make a significant difference in how you feel and function, supporting both physical and mental health. Remember, this isn't a checklist or a race. It's a process of gradual, informed improvement, shaped by curiosity, care, and attention to how your body responds. By understanding the factors that influence your arteries, circulation, metabolism, sleep, stress, and overall resilience, you can take steps that are both empowering and sustainable. Stay engaged, stay thoughtful, and stay curious, because understanding how your body functions and what it needs is one of the most valuable tools you have for long-term health. Your habits today create the foundation for your vitality tomorrow, and every mindful choice helps build a stronger, more resilient you.